All right, hands only, 2 punches. Get out of there! Nice combination. Let's pick it up a little and search for that knockdown. There we go. Make him pay there. Let's go. That's a combo. Keep moving. Great combination. Keep that up. Put the pressure on him. Gotta get you moving in there. You can't take shots like that. Beautiful hands. I want to see more out of you. Not it. Man, your next opponent is going to be no match for you.
Some paths must eventually cross. And as two of the greatest fighters in the UFC kept dominating their opposition, it was inevitable that this moment would come. When the octagon door closes for tonight's super fight, the talk will be over, and the entire sports world will come to a halt. This is no ordinary fight. It's a battle between two champions, willing to put their own divisional crowns on the line to prove themselves worthy to be on top. And when the dust settles, there can only be one winner, a king with two crowns.
All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. So here's a man who many believe to be the most powerful striker to ever step foot inside the octagon. Anthony Rumble Johnson, collegiate wrestler, but certainly known for his mix of speed and power here in the big show. Anthony Rumble Johnson still with visions of becoming the UFC light heavyweight champion.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight.
Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen.
The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting at a bumper raton from Florida, presenting the challenger, Anthony Rumble Johnson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 1 loss. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Botswana, South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Volante.
All right, this is for the championship. You can give me your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because it's about to go down right now.
Scheduled for... Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Oh, my goodness. first.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Look at this. Bang.
So on the sport's biggest stage, he comes up large. The baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, your winner and by knockout here tonight. The official decision is in. That's where we find Bruce Buffer.
Has called a stop to this contest at 3 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Brock.
So there's the man they are all still chasing in the UFC heavyweight champion, the undisputed king of the big boys, getting it done here tonight by way of the knockout, and his corner is absolutely thrilled with the effort and the result here tonight. He was measured, and when there was an opportunity to seize the finish, he certainly steamrolled right through it. Congratulations to the still UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
All right, now let's work on your punch accuracy. Land at a high percentage. That's it, precision. That's precise. No! There we go, touch him up. Pinpoint. job. Nice distance. Nice. Nice punch. That's perfect. Way to push it. Now I'm talking. That was fantastic. You're on target with every punch.
All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. All right, so here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, making the walk to the octagon here tonight. He is challenging the champion whom he has bad blood with, whom he believes he is better than. And obviously, as he makes the walk here tonight, he finally has the chance to prove that he and not the champion is the man who deserves the distinction as the baddest man on the planet.
As he makes his way towards the cage, his preparation has been perfect. He is in fantastic shape, had an amazing camp, and he believes that he is in the perfect position to become the new champion of the world. As he steps into the octagon right now, he steps in with a champion's mindset.
All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas, knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Struve is 12 years his senior. He weighed in at 265 pounds. He will have an 8-inch reach advantage. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Miragliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It is time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 47 wins, 21 losses. He stands 7 feet tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Beverwijk, the Netherlands, presenting the challenger, Stefan Skyscraper Struve. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Buckburn, South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Malante.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners.
All right, here we go. I am...
You ready? Ready?
All right, here we go. UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Let's see which man exits as the consensus baddest man on the planet. Huge liver kick. That might do it.
He's hurt to the body. You can tell that shot hurt him bad.
Right hand.
He is hurt. Back up. Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming? Good kick to the body. He hurt him with that.
Oh!
Oh, he's out.
He's out!
He's out. He's out. Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, that was the perfect shot right there. We didn't even get a feeling out process here tonight, and we say it all the time. Sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly had a huge impact here tonight as he gets the win by first round KO.
Let's take a look at it again from a different angle. Look at the power in this right hand as it lands. Picture perfect for the knockout. Here it is one more time. Boom.
So on the sport's biggest stage, he comes up large. The baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, your winner and by knockout here tonight. Now we go inside the Octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Don't stop this contest at 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Malante.
Well, he came in with the moniker of baddest man on the planet, and that is exactly the way he goes out. Congratulations to the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, your winner tonight by way of the KO. And that's a big man celebrating with his team right now. Enjoy it, boys. You maximize the moment tonight.
everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. To reach the masses in this day and age, it's not enough just to win fights. Today, a UFC competitor has to put on dominant and exciting performances. And that's just what this charismatic rising star has been doing. As a result, this fighter has been piling up followers on social media, with each victory adding more and more fans to his bandwagon. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Good work. Good block.
right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. All right, so here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, making the walk to the octagon here tonight. He is challenging the champion, whom he has bad blood with, whom he believes he is better than. And obviously, as he makes the walk here tonight, he finally has the chance to prove that he and not the champion is the man who deserves the distinction as the baddest man on the planet.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight.
Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen.
The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 72 wins, 24 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Amsterdam, the Netherlands, presenting the challenger, Alistair champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Botswana, South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world,
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in, because it's about to go down right now.
All right, here we go. UFC heavyweight title is on.
Victory early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, we're just getting going, and there's the end of the fight. So it's a win by first-round knockout, near perfect on the technique. I'm not even sure his opponent saw that thing coming. And really, before his opponent had a chance to get in the fight at all and land anything in terms of a significant strike, he was knocked out. So major, major transformation here tonight.
Look at this.
so the celebration is on for the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the baddest man on the planet, and your winner, yes, by knockout here tonight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 31 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Volante.
Well,
All right, target practice to the head. Go out there and ring his bell. Nice combo to the head. Keep it up. Nice shot, but follow that up. That'll hurt. That's the entry. Put him down. You rung his bell. There you go. Massive shots, beautiful punches. That's what I want to see in your next fight.
All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Heavyweight Division title. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out.
As he makes his way towards this cage, he believes this is his time. He believes he is destined to take this title. His preparation for this bout has gone absolutely according to plan. He's in fantastic shape with a great game plan, and he expects to walk out of this cage tonight as the new champion.
All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas. Knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world?
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Our tail of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Velasquez is 18 years the elder. He weighed in at 240 pounds. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Miragliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 15 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, presenting the challenger, Cain Velasquez! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Botswana, South Africa, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Volante.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
All right, here we go, up for grabs tonight, the title of baddest man on the planet as we get set to crown a UFC heavyweight champion. All right, so here he is, the UFC champion, and this guy is all the rage. Right now, he might be the front runner for the fighter of the year, given the fact that he was...
Whoa! He is hurt. Oh!
When it comes to social media, for some fighters, it's an inconvenient truth of the business. They want to tune out that. They perceive it as a distraction. But for this fighter, he has really embraced it. And he has really gained a lot of traction with fight fans around the world. Now we'll see if he can put that aside and focus on the task at hand here tonight. Nice hammer fist. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Velasquez.
Elbow to the body.
Well, he continues to mix it up beautifully here on the feet. Another big elbow landed there by Velasquez.
He postures into place.
Oh, nice strike landed there by Velasquez. Volante getting worked to the body now by that elbow. He didn't seem to see that one coming.
And there's one leg over. He's almost matched.
Transitioning to the arm submission now.
He's in full mount here, and he's looking for the arm bar. What he wants to do is, first thing he wants to do is secure the arm, tie it up. Then he wants to scoot his hips forward, rotate the hips, throw his leg across his opponent's face, then sit back, break the grip, extend his body, and get the tap. And he gets out. I thought he was gonna have to tap. Wow. He's got side control. Sweet reversal.
Oh, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Velasquez. Tags him with the left.
That's it.
And that's gonna do it.
To do that to such a durable guy, and to do it with such composure, the way he recognized he had him hurt, relaxed, kept his rhythm, and just dropped bombs, and then boom.
Yeah, Joe, that was some outstanding ground and pound to get the opponent out of there. He was throwing big shots there on the ground, man. Not just looking to score, but actually looking to end the fight and to make sure the judges stayed firmly out of this equation. Elbows, punches, hammer fists, everything seemed to be working for him here tonight. So on the sport's biggest stage, he comes up large. The baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, your winner and by knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mozgliani has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Cain Velasquez.
So some UFC history tonight as we crown a new UFC champion. Congratulations to fighter and team. And man, are they going to enjoy this one. A lot of people not giving them a chance coming in here tonight. And this is a moment that at times people just thought we wouldn't see. New champion here tonight. The longtime incumbent is out. There is a new sheriff in town in this division, and it is going to take a big performance to dethrone the new champion of this weight class.
competent, we are the competition. You're just a counterfeit, I don't need compliments. I just need ammunition, get knocked off the continent. I am so positive that this is costing us too much. I'm bossing up, if you are crossing us, you can get tossed down into a pit. There is no options, you can get ripped. They told me to quit, they told me to give it up, but I decided to live it up. I act like my house isn't big enough. Woo, you never get rid of us. Ask for a little, get carried away. You can get knocked in and carried away. My attitude varies by day. Life is a bitch, and we got married today.
I know where I'll be, undefeated, yeah. Stacking wins, stacking dough, undefeated, yeah. Everybody only want me for the crown, but I never lose and never let you down. Undefeated, I'm undefeated, undefeated, I'm undefeated, undefeated, I'm undefeated, undefeated, I'm undefeated.
They told me I couldn't do it. 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 They told me I couldn't. They told me I couldn't. They told me I couldn't do it. Surely your friends are about it, but it's nothing to set so long. Put it down, over now. It's someone here in error, and built a warming shelter. Look, we are in your bones now.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. All right, so we get another look tonight at the heavyweight contender, the Predator Francis Ngannou. He got a dose of humble pie from Stipe Miocic in his first UFC heavyweight championship fight, but prevailing wisdom is that eventually Ngannou is going to be able to get back into that type of situation and fare better. He has worked very hard on the cardio at the UFC's Performance Institute, and he believes we will see that improved work beginning in this contenders matchup tonight.
This guy has incredible takedown defense. Out of all the fighters in the UFC, he's amongst the most difficult to get to the mat.
Well, no doubt this young man is preparing to unleash some devastating kicks on his opponent tonight. You talk about guys like Thiago Alves, Jose Aldo Jr. The kicks on this young man, absolutely powerful. He can do major damage, too, just by landing a couple of them. You've seen fights of his where he lands one kick to the body or one to that lead leg, and you get an immediate welter bruise. Really as powerful a kicker as we've seen in the UFC in some time.
This guy has insanely fast kicking technique. If you are within kicking range, you are in a world of trouble.
Hard tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height but big differences in reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Paris, France, Francis the Predator Ngannou. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Blackburn, South Africa, Malante. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
The referee for this one is Mario Yamasaki. Here we go. So he lost the championship fight earlier this year by knockout. So the goal tonight is to find a way back into the championship mix. He was the #1 contender, and now he's a little bit out of sight, out of mind. So mentally, where is he? His chin was tested. It didn't hold up. He felt like that was just one result. He's not making too much of it. Tonight, though, a huge bounce-back opportunity for him to... Oh!
He's got to be careful here. He's in trouble. Very strong with the haymaker. He got nailed in the body. He is in big trouble here. Oh, you only hurt him bad. Oh, that's it. Wow. 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 Beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, we're just getting going, and there's the end of the fight. So it's a win by first-round knockout, near perfect on the technique. I'm not even sure his opponent saw that thing coming, and really, before his opponent had a chance to get in the fight at all and land anything in terms of a significant strike, he was knocked out. So major, major transpiration here tonight. So there he is after a monumental knockout turned in here tonight. That is one they will be talking about for quite some time. All right, let's get it inside of Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has folks, stopped this contest at 54 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Volante.
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know in your UFC Minute. This weekend, we have a stacked card with tons of solid fights, with a main event you won't want to miss. When this fighter first began competing, the goal was always the same for the talented mixed martial artist: to win a world championship. This weekend, live from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, the star gets his long-awaited crack at the UFC heavyweight crown, in a fight that has fans around the world buzzing. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight. Alistair Overeem has world champion strength.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Overeem is 20 years the elder. He weighed in at 265 pounds. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's time! Five round for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introduce first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 16 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Botswana, South Africa, presenting the challenger, Villante. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 77 wins, 25 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Amsterdam, the Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Alistair Overeem.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now.
Here we go. All right, ready to go for round 1. As many of you know, this young man won his last fight by knockout. No TKO, flush knockout for him the last time out. And now he is getting a shot against a truly elite fighter in this division. The question is, when the challenges get stiffer, will his game...
Oh! This could be it right here. The champ is rocked. He's in deep trouble right now. Deep trouble. He's trying to hang on. Big leg kick lands.
Knee to the body.
Oh, and he's down. Oh, very nice. Big left hand. And from here, transitions to the Muay Thai clinch.
Oh, big
nice
knee.
Oh, this could be it.
Oh, no! Huge right hand!
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
They're canceling each other out.
Overeem gets back up again. Now he goes for the single leg.
He's got it down. He's posturing up here. He's trying to pass here.
Under 2 minutes to go. Overeem's hammer fist is blocked by the defense.
He's going for the north-south position. Excellent movement here on the ground. Oh, beautiful, beautiful right hand by the champion. Trying to take the back here.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up.
Tags him. Whoa! He's hurt!
Big knee! Big body shot!
Body. Vicious combinations.
What an end to round one! What a round it was. Maybe a round of the year candidate. Knockdowns on both sides. You don't see that every day.
What you want to do? Second thing, set up your kicks with your punches. Pop.
And here a big shot lands and a knockdown. And here another big shot lands and another knockdown. And here another clean shot lands. Incredible round with several moments where it looked like it might be over.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two.
This is gonna become one of those things where you're just wondering what's the opponent gonna be able to do to him. Oh, he's hurt! He's hurt!
Well, he is ubiquitously regarded as Blackburn Kickboxing's best hope for UFC glory, and in particular, in advance of this matchup tonight, the coaches believe this is the best MMA fighter they have ever sent to the octagon. They believe he has made marked improvements dating to his last fight, and all indications are, when you talk to his training partners and his coaches, that he is in the best shape of his life in advance of this one tonight.
He's back up to his feet.
Kick right under that right elbow.
He's clearly in pain. He's trying to hang on there, but he is in big trouble. Big shot to the head. He's stunned. He's in trouble. Oh, attack him to the left.
He's got him hurt here. Oh, he tagged him.
Gigantic knockout delivered by knee.
Yeah, Joe, devastating is one way to describe it, as the knee knockout comes here in this round, and that's a big stoppage win for him. He was very accurate and precise with his strikes here tonight, and particularly when it comes to that knee strike, you don't have to put a ton of mustard on it to get the desired result.
Let's see if we get a better look at that from this angle. Look at this.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean.
All right, target practice to the head. Go out there and ring his bell. You rung his bell, there you go.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. A longtime staple of the American Kickboxing Academy in San Jose, California. Here is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Cain Velasquez. Now, back injuries have become a big part of the narrative, but there is no denying when Cain Velasquez is healthy and he is on, you can't stop his takedowns. The kicks have really evolved to become a powerful weapon for him. Cain Velasquez, on his best night, still can compete with the best heavyweights in the world.
Cain Velasquez is the very best of the new breed of heavyweight. He has no weaknesses in his game. He has incredible cardio, accurate technique in his striking, and his wrestling is top-notch.
All right, talented fighter making the walk here tonight. I will be surprised, Joe, if we see him put on his back at any point tonight. Incredible takedown defense, great balance, very solid base, an outstanding sprawl that's very quick and athletic. And for a lot of fighters, they waste a lot of energy trying to bring this man down. Gotta think the smart approach will be to see if you can get the shot early, but if it doesn't materialize, go to plan B. This guy's takedown defense north of 90%. Some of the best takedown artists in the world have failed to take him down.
This guy has excellent footwork. He's very difficult to catch and corner inside the octagon, and he's always in a position where he can strike and then get away from his opponent's counters.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Velasquez is 17 years his senior. He weighed in at 240 pounds. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 38 wins, 17 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Cain Velasquez! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 26 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Buckburg, South Africa, Volante. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
Are you ready? Let's go, come on!
Oh, he missed that kick.
Double jab there. Oh! Whoa! He's out!
He's out. Beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Well, Joe, we've talked a lot about his technique and how technical a striker he is, and that was really the shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round. Again, maybe he caught the guy cold a little bit. He didn't have a chance to warm up, but that is a huge result for him here tonight, and on the other side, he didn't take much damage. So, big win for him here tonight.
Let's take a look at that again. Check it out again. Boom! Perfectly placed uppercut.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 10 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Volante.
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight.
All right, defense only now. Get in range, but don't let him hit you. Way to slip. There we go. Beautiful movement. Let's get it again. You gotta step up your training. This fight is coming soon. Now, you have to avoid getting hit. Slips and parries only. No blocking. Good work. That's how you slip. You're gonna embarrass yourself if you train like that for a title fight. All right, now let's focus on defense. Be slick, be smooth, but don't get hit. Come on there. We'll get it next time. Don't worry about it. All right, now we're focused on defense. Do not get hit. Beautiful job. Nice work in there. Come on now. Very smooth. Nice work. Your next opponent's not going to be able to keep up with you.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. Man, is it good to see a striker of this caliber make the walk to the UFC octagon tonight. Really decorated on the feet, and no surprise, he's definitely interested, Joe, in keeping this fight standing. We'll see if he can put on a striking clinic tonight. Takedown defense will be a weapon of use if he can keep the fight upright. Scary for the opposition tonight.
This fighter has outstanding footwork. He is amongst the best in the world at changing angles and always being in a position where he can land against his opponent, but he's out of range of his opponent's counterattacks.
You know, we trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts, maybe more than we should, but this guy fits the bill. Maybe doesn't stand out in any one area on film, but plus skills everywhere. And you gotta think tonight, Joe, with his skill set, he's more than comfortable really anywhere this fight goes. If he needs to stand and strike, he can do it. If the fight hits the canvas, he can submit you. A lot of different skills brought to the table by this young man.
This guy's one of the toughest guys we've ever seen compete in the octagon. His ability to overcome adversity, to absorb punishment, and then come back to deliver his own is a really amazing thing to watch.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and reach. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 3 wins, 2 losses. He stands 63 inches tall, weighing in at 242 pounds. Fighting out of Leiden, the Netherlands, the Executioner. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 27 wins, 3 losses. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds. Fighting out of Blackburn, South Africa, Malante. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We are underway. Well, his
Big shot! Back up.
Well, this is a definite home game for him, and to that end, he had a meet and greet with UFC fans at his gym earlier this week. He was promoting it on social media, and he stayed there to shake every last hand, Joe. So, a powerful commitment to his fans. Wow!
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he got everything behind that kick.
Oh! Up to his feet. Oh, he's out. He's out.
And just like that, the fight is over.
That's it. Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit. Those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight.
Let's see if we can get a better look at it from a different angle. Great angle here. Boom! And then he's out.
So a strong candidate for some bonus money there. A huge knockout for him here tonight. Near perfect execution. They'll be talking about this result for some time. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
At 1 minute, 3 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Malante.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight, and he has set himself up for a huge fight now moving forward inside the octagon.
Let me talk to you for just a quick moment, cause I see that you are in need. You wanna drink till you drunk, so you drank on my drink, but